Hey, great buys here, toy related. As I said in the last video about my great buy toys, there was a box that I didn't think was mine, but it did turn out to be mine, so I will show you what that is. It was open already because, you know, I had to see what was inside because I didn't think I was expecting anything. So, a lot of packaging. Again, this is from, technically it's Star Wars store out in Oregon. So what they had done is they had put one of these, this is a tray for the Star Wars figures, and they had a whole bunch of stuff in it, and they were just like, here, whatever. And I think I bought it for like 30 bucks, so I'm going to sell this. I don't have any use for this. So I will get rid of that. And then more packing, more packing, more packing. But inside was also a bag. So they weren't really taking care of this particular shipment because it was, they considered it a throwaway. But I didn't for 30 bucks. I was all over that because it had a whole bunch of figures, some of which I do not have. And it turns out they're in pretty decent shape. So got a wetsuit here, needs a new O-ring. He's a little loose in the waist, but everything else seems to be pretty decent. Comes with his flashlight, which the flashlight is broken, and this one seems to be in okay shape. Also comes with the little robot-y thing. Comes with this guy. I have no idea who he is, but he's got, essentially his hand is a little scuffed up and his eye is a little mangled. He's got, I think this is Iceberg. A little discolored, but otherwise generally pretty good. Comes with a gun there. Got a Cobra Eel. This guy's got his right leg is a little wonky, and I think he needs a new O-ring because his legs are a little wonky too. But the Cobra emblem is good, which is often the problem with these guys. So, I mean, it doesn't have all of his stuff, but in terms of, you know, Cobra Eels, army builders, can't go wrong with them, right? We've got a secondary, who I think is Iceberg. Again, similar condition as the last one. A little dirty, could use some cleaning up. A little faded, isn't quite as white as he should be. I think the first one was a little bit whiter. I will put them side by side. You be the judge. This is the first one, this is the second one. But don't know if the camera picks that up or not. Then we got a Flint here. Flint definitely needs a new O-ring. He's a little wobbly. Good knees, decent arms. Only problems with him are a little bit of paint wear here and on the hat. But other than that, he's in good shape. What else we got in here? We got a Techno Viper. He's pretty loose, very loose. But army builder, so not a problem with that. Got a Quick Kick, very tight in terms of all the joints and everything. Big problem is his feet are all scuffed up, which kind of sucks, but he's also kind of dirty. You can see the markings and stuff on there. Might be able to be cleaned up, who knows. We got Techno Viper-ish number 2. Again, he's a little wonky. But that, again, could probably be tightened up and fixed. Needs a little bit of cleaning, but army builder, again, can't go wrong with that. Got a Snow Job, which, like pretty much all Snow Jobs, is getting a little bit of yellowing, and he's got a little wonky in the knees. But the nice thing about him is he did come with backpack and 2 ski poles, which I don't think I had for mine anymore. Of course, the backpack's not really holding on to the ski pole anymore, but it gets in there, which is nice. And it also had both of his skis, so they need a little bit of cleaning, but all in all, I think short of his gun, that's almost a complete Snow Job, which is pretty cool for an 83 figure. 1983. And we've got a Law and Order, missing a lot of his stuff. Does have the helmet. is in decent shape. Good tight knees. Oddly enough, despite all the flaws with all of these figures, I didn't find really any with cracked elbows, which is I expected. One of the figures that I'm really looking forward to is he's a little loose, but I do not have him, and that's Destro with backpack. Doesn't have his gun, but I can work on that. Then we've got in pieces, so he definitely needs a new O-ring. We've got I think it's Tiger Force Flint. I don't have any Tiger Force dudes, so that's cool. Also have a Sergeant Slaughter. I don't think I have. Well, I have two Sergeant Slaughters, but they are Comic-Con exclusive in package. So I have a bunch of the Sergeant Slaughter's, vehicle, but none of the actual Slaughters drive him. And some bips and bobs in here. Got a fin for one of the guys, one of the Techno Viper weapons. I think this is for the Cobra Eel, maybe. It's a harpoon gun. Can't remember who this is for. I think it's a Cobra Soldier gun or something. Maybe not. Oh, maybe that is Snowjob's gun. I don't remember who this is for. It's a backpack. Green backpack. Who would it be? Oh, maybe it's Law and Order. I don't know. I can't remember. I got this. I think this is Quick Kick's backpack and sword. The sword has got a little bit of a ding on it, which kind of sucks. And I've got these two pieces go together yet. I think this is for the Cobra Eel as well. I could be wrong, but I think it is. That's his backpack. I think that was it. So, yeah, that was all of the craziness. But then, on top of that, I got not one but two packages. Yes, so let's start with the one that I think is G.I. Joe's, which is this one here, from a man Irving Santiago down in Florida. This is a guy who's been in the G.I. Joe's for a long time, and want to get on good rapport with him because I plan on buying quite a few things from him. His prices are decent. In fact, I have purchased other stuff from him since. Kind of wanted to wait until I got something from him to see how he packages things, because you never know, right? So far there's a lot of tape, and essentially he hasn't done any extra packaging, which is, well, no, he did a little bit. Okay, it's kind of, it's okay packaging. It's not great, but I've seen worse. The box, outside box, is essentially what's being used as the protection on this one, with a little bit of stuffing. And then I believe this is the figures, loose figures, I guess I bought. I had purchased some boxed vehicles, and then seeing as how I was getting the boxes, I purchased some loose figures on top of that. So these ones are in good condition, complete. I picked up, I believe this is, yes, this is a 1982 straight arm grunt. Needs a little bit of work on his legs. They should be tightened up. In fact, I think somebody's tried to, I don't know if that's an original screw or not. And we've got, I think it's 84 or 85, complete Dusty. Didn't have Dusty. And then, because he's one of the awesomest Cobras around, this is a complete Scrap Iron. There you go. Then what I was really bidding on were some boxed vehicles. So, yeah, I thought that's what I saw in the video. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so from G.I. Joe. This is one of the newer ones, but not super new. It's completely. I was out of G.I. Joe when this came out, so I missed this. This is the Night Landing Craft. It's kind of like a little boat, but it's got Cutter in there, a new version of Cutter in there, which is cool. And I believe, yeah, this one is factory sealed. So also picked up this one, which is technically, I mean, it's not factory sealed because the tape has come off, but oops, oh shit, it's supposed to be factory sealed. Again, similar problem, got damage on the front. But yeah, this one comes with Pathfinder, and this is the Awe Striker, a new version of the Awe Striker. I think it's black or dark green. And then finally, I think this is the only one that's in, doesn't have any scrapes or anything like that. This is for Cobra, I believe. One man attack sub, Man o' War. Includes the Lamprey figure. Oh, it's one of those things where you add baking soda and it actually dives in the bathtub type thing. And then this one, this box here, this one's from Japan. And this one was, well, I hope it is what I think it is when I open it. But I think the story behind this one was I was watching a particular auction and it ended before I could actually bid on it. I think when I was sleeping, because it is Japan, that's kind of what happens, right? And then I went up and I was like, oh, it's got to relist it. And it had to buy it now. I could have just bought it, but oh my god. It's a crap load of... Oh, this is the invoice. I just cut through the invoice. Oh well. Oopsie. So it got relisted and it jumped from somewhere just over $100 up to well over $300, and I was like, what? And then when I was looking at that particular auction, one of the things that said up, if you're interested in that one, you might be interested in this one. And it was the same thing, only this time it was back around the price that I had originally wanted to pay for it, which was just over $100. And so I was looking at it, and this is amazing. It is what I think it is. So I was looking at it and I figured, you know what, I'm going to check out if he has anything else to offer. And he did. And he had a couple of things that I would love to get, but a few of them were a little bit too pricey. Not that they weren't bad, like, pricing. They were just a little bit more than I wanted to spend, especially considering I wanted to pick this one up already, and it was already spending $100 on it. The box does have some damage to it, but it's not terrible, considering what it is. It's a Soul of Chogokin GX05, the Daiku Maru Gai King. Phew. Phew. Excuse me. I know. The awesome thing about this is it's about this portion here, right? Daiku Maru. But it does come with a little Gai King. Now I'm gonna have to get the big size Gai King, but it's cool that it comes with the little one and it has all sorts of functionality and stuff. Look at the back. That's cool. Like I said, that wasn't the only thing because I wanted to grab something else. And again, for around $100, another out of print Soul of Chogokin release. was there for the taking. And the shipping on these was very, 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 very reasonable. So I was not going to pass them up. No siree, Bob. No way, no how. Crap. Can't get it open. One of the early solo Chogokin. This is Great Mazinger GX02. So yes, one of the very, very, very early ones. Yeah, can't believe I got this. This is awesome. So again, the box is in amazing shape. Amazing shape considering. Oh, does it have a year on this? It might, but it's. I don't see one. But anyways, yeah. G.I. Joes, robots, toys, great prices. Couldn't believe I couldn't believe I found those solo Chogokin. I didn't think I ever would, not for a price that made sense. And considering they originally sold for, I think it was $60, $70, and that was years and years and years and years and years ago, I'm surprised they were so cheap. So yeah, comment down below if you're into toys whatsoever. If you have any comments about what I picked up, love to hear from you. Till next video, take care. Have a good one.